Hey everyone, this is my 2021 Model S long range version. I'm actually down in San Diego right now. As you can see, I just dropped off my family at the San Diego Zoo. Let me zoom in here for you. Any of you guys have been here before, you probably recognize the main entrance and logo here. Anyways, we just got back from our Disney cruise, which came into the port of San Diego. The kids and my wife are going to be flying home, and I am going to be driving home in this beautiful Tesla Model S long range version. Now, I did park the car over the last 4 days during the cruise, and you can see it's already gotten a little dirty. I think there was a storm in San Diego here last night because I've seen some tree branches that have fallen down and everything. It's also got a few bugs on it from the drive down here already, but you can see a lot of dirt on the top of the car and everything. So not too bad, but definitely pretty dirty. So the other thing that was interesting is when I did park it, I had Sentry mode, you know, the alarm system with all the cameras on. There was over 85 incidents over the last 4.5 days, and there actually no damage to the car, no scratches or anything. So it probably just picked up cars in the garage parking around me. Total parking was for about the 4.5 days was about $155, so not too bad. It was walking distance from getting off the boat, so it made it really convenient for us. Anyways, I'm going to be headed back to Pleasanton. Haven't decided if I'm going to spend the night or not. I have the whole week off this week, so trying to figure out exactly what I'm going to do. Right now, because it was parked in the garage, and I don't know if it's the climate control in the cabin. I did turn that off. Tesla has this thing in the computer where if the cabin reaches over 100 degrees, it will turn on the climate control, cooling it down. I did have about 300 and some miles on the battery when I left it for parking. In fact, I supercharged it the day before, thinking about that. Anyways, when I got in the car this morning, there was only 190 miles left on the battery. So I don't know if it was the Sentry mode with the alarm system or what that burned off about 100 miles on the battery. It seems pretty excessive to me. If any of you guys know how and why I did that, please leave a comment down below. I'm not sure exactly why it did that. Anyways, we are going to be setting off, driving here. I'm hoping to get out of the LA area, or maybe in the LA area, which is probably what I'm going to need to do to charge before we head back. When I did come down here from Pleasanton, California, I only charged once for 30 minutes. So we'll have to see how this goes and if I'm going to stop anywhere tonight or just head all the way through. I do have a couple work calls I need to do in the car today. Even though I have the week off, you know how it is. You still have a couple calls to do to help your team members out. So I'm going to be doing that. Anyways, I'll keep you guys posted, but we're going to get started on this road trip from San Diego, California, all the way up to Pleasanton, California. It's about 458 miles or so. So let's go ahead and put it into the computer so you guys can see exactly what we're dealing with. Okay. All right, let's put it in the computer here. See what it shows us. So Pleasanton, California, 432 miles it looks like on the map. So let's see here. It's just calculating. So this actually has a stopping at 2 chargers. The first one is dead into Los Angeles, which, let's take a look at that one right here. So that is a 250 kilowatt max, which isn't bad. So yeah, it kind of sucks because if I did get the 300 miles, probably would have only had to stop and charge once, but this shouldn't be too bad. So this is about Commerce, California is where it's saying. So it looks like it's right in the middle of the city of LA. So we're gonna go ahead and do that. shouldn't be too bad. And it looks like there's quite a few things going on here at Commerce, California. Let's see what food options are in there. So we're gonna generate Ruby's Diner, Roll It Sushi and Teriyaki. So there's some good things. Panda Express, all within walking distance of that location. Looks like it's near a mall. You can see on the satellite here. So nothing too bad. Subway, Carl's Jr., Taquerias, and Chipotle Mexican, which is always good. So anyways, there's some good options there. So let's go ahead and begin the trip, and we'll get started here, everyone. All right, I'll keep you guys posted with videos. Okay, finally cruising along here, going on I-5 north from San Diego, California, all the way up to Pleasanton, California. Got a Tesla in front of me. Ooh, a nice GT3 just cruised by us. But just kind of cruising along here on autopilot. So far, everything's going really well. Only got 140 miles on the battery, and it looks like we're going to be going to a Tesla Supercharger that's about 84 miles away. So right now the computer is saying that we're only going to have about 9% on the battery once we arrive. Looks like 8% now, and then we're probably going to charge for about 30 minutes when we get there. So we'll see if it turns out like that or not. But anyways, let's go ahead and get started. Cruising along here. You can see the charger we're going to is kind of in the middle of northern part of middle of LA there, so not too bad. But anyways, that's kind of the route we're taking. So diving into about 82 miles away or so, 83 miles away. So just cruising along here. Okay, we just pulled over to the first supercharger. This is supposed to be 250 kilowatts, full charging rate. We have 32 miles on the battery. It is now 2:03 p.m. I'm gonna try to charge this as full as possible. You can see because the battery is so low, we got this warning because we put the car in park. So it's just kind of informing us the battery is very low. Vehicle consumes battery power while idle. Charge now to ensure a vehicle will start and avoid potential battery damage. We recommend charging now. So we're gonna do that. You can see we're supposed to be here for about 30 minutes, but I may leave it in a little bit longer to charge that. So let's go ahead and plug it in and get the charging going. This is one of those chargers we pulled forward into. So we're gonna go ahead and grab the charge cable, hit the button, and the charge port opens. Go ahead and plug it in, and we should start to see a green light there. Once it gets fully charged, then we'll go check the computer. There you go. So you see the green light. Let's go check the computer and see what kind of speed we're getting. Okay. So you can see it's jumped up to 146 kilowatts. And it's already charging. I wonder if it'll get up a little bit higher than that, 148. But I would expect we'll get all the way up to 250 kilowatts. So we'll keep an eye on it. Otherwise, I'll let you know. I think we start at 2:02 p.m., but I'll let you guys know. There it's starting to jump up a little bit, but I'll let you guys know how well this does. But I have a feeling we'll get up to 250, and hopefully we're only here for 30 minutes, which would put us at about 232. If I let it charge a little extra, maybe we're out of here by 240. That's kind of what we're looking at. All right, guys, thank you very much. Okay, guys, just walking back to my car after supercharging. I was out the outlet mall. I was able to hit an Under Armour outlet mall, which was pretty cool. So I'm gonna go ahead and see where we're at here. Looks like we have 331 miles, enough charge to continue your trip. So that's on the main screen there. Let's go ahead and unplug here. And let's take a look. Okay, here we go. Yep, sure enough, looks like we can go ahead and continue. Next charging is going to be right up near the home. Oh, not actually, I'm sorry. No, the next charging port is going to be here, which is Kettleman City, California. 250 kilowatt max. 40 stalls there, 28 stalls are currently available. And it looks like we're gonna get there in about 3 hours or so. Yeah, about 3 hours, so close to 6 o'clock, and it's about 2:40 right now. So as I mentioned earlier, I thought we were gonna be able to leave around 2:40. So anyways, that's gonna be our next stop, but I'll keep you guys posted on how this happens. I'll probably grab some food when we get there as well. And yeah, looking good. So we'll go ahead and continue the road trip. Car's performing excellent. Okay, we're about to get started here. We're gonna be going from this supercharger all the way up to Pleasanton, California, which it's saying it's gonna be, gosh, about 2 hours and 45 minutes, 174 miles. I'll probably be going slightly over the speed limit to get there, but the charging here has slowed down. It says we can go ahead and continue the trip, saying when we arrive in Pleasanton, we're only gonna have 15% left on the battery. So I'm gonna give it a little bit extra, maybe another 5 more minutes on charging, but the charge rate has slowed all the way down to about 66 kilowatts. Yeah, it's charging quite a bit slower, but this has been a real treat to be able to stop here. Again, pretty exciting to see this charging capability here, and this whole concessions and all those things, and the fast charging and all that. So pretty cool. I hope Tesla does more of these here. So just a little bit left on the trip, but so far it's been cruising really well. Overall, let me click on trips. You'll see we did about 181 miles on our last trip. We got about average energy was 337 watts per hour over watts an hour over miles. So kind of give you an idea. Let's see how well we do on this one, and hopefully we'll arrive within 2.5 hours. I'm hoping I can get home about 8:30 p.m. rather than 8:47. So we'll see if I'm going 85 or 90. We might make up for that. Okay, See you guys there. Interesting part about the road trip here, it seems to be kind of this common theme. I'm kind of cruising along here with a number of other cars going about 90 to 94, and then there's a number of semi-trucks going about 60 to 70 miles an hour, and they keep trying to pass each other, which slows all of us down. So you'll get one of these semi-trucks that will pull into the left lane, drop all the way down to 65 miles an hour, and then we cruise back up to 85 to 90, and it seems to be the regular pattern back and forth. There's a guy behind me where one of his headlights is in high beam and the other headlight is normal, which is just kind of aggravating me because it's shining right in the overhead mirrors. The mirrors on the left and the right, they'll have automatic dimming now, as we kind of went over in one of my previous videos. So that doesn't really affect me, but it's just the rear view mirror that is really bothering me quite a bit. So this guy's headlight. But overall, it's been just an amazing road trip in this car. I still can't believe how much of a great road trip or highway car this is. The speed and acceleration is just phenomenal. Like if I need to overtake someone, or there's no gasoline car that can even match this that's out there. So pretty amazing. Again, we're in the long range version. So, you know, depending on what you've ordered out there or may think about ordering, I'm always a big fan of the long range version. You can save 40-some thousand dollars, but it's been a pretty amazing road trip car. Just love it. And yeah, I love the yoke steering wheel. A lot of people keep asking me about that, but overall it's great. Really good for driving at high speeds like this, and the car is just so intelligent. It's amazing.